Whoa, that's work. Dada.
Turn that down some.
Okay. Let me ask you something, Dad.
Go ahead.
What happens if the plane go away?
Hold on.
Never mind.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Crowder. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Gonna run it. It's Briggs. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no. We're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to the ground. Knocked down for the tackle. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Hampton. It's incomplete and will change into the field now. We've reached a break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Well, It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Griffin. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Shoots it to the left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Lovett. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Quickly out to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Interesting play call for this offense, man. A slow developing screen on a 3rd and short when a defense is a little bit aggressive and it doesn't work. And it's easy to question after the fact, obviously, right, guys? Like, it didn't work, but I don't love that play call when I know a defense will be really aggressive on 3rd and short.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Griffin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
With the woes we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Troy!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Briggs. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fires to the big fella.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Back to throw, it's Hampton. Under fire. Finds space on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Golden Eagles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got rid of it just in time. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Wide open, makes the catch. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Got it set up on the outside. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
your game inside Veterans Memorial Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Golden Eagles will kick it away to crank up the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Troy's head coach told me at the half he has really challenged his team coming out of the locker room. At 2-2 in the conference play, they are really with their backs against the wall. The team they're playing today is a much better team, but they feel like they can get back in this game here at home. He said, we have to make a stand. Our season may be on the line right now. It is make it or break it. He wants that level of urgency here to start the third. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
To the air, it's Crowder. Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw again. Gets it to him on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer to a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the away team sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Catch in the middle. It's Sanders. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the run, it's Briggs. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Hampton. And the rush will get to him at the 25. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is a guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Under fire. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Golden Eagles line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
And finally, we see a nice game. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Caught behind the line. It's Lovett. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Trojans. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. He got a step and dusted the field.
This guy. It's a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Griffin. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Crowder. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Southern Miss. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field. Down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Hampton. Rushes on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. Right on the money. Snowed under by the defense. And the Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wideout trying to get it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Hit as he throws. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. To the air, it's Hampton. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Finds his man. It's Griffin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Good timing on the quick out.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. That is a time-honored way to slow. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Takes it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. All the way back. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To throw, it's Crowder. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
On the option. Quarterback keep. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, what a big-time play for this defense. Backed up, they come after the quarterback, and they get a hit, and it's a physical one. Get the football out, and, man, do they set their offense up with great field position inside the 10-yard line.
3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring.